You're not able to hear you, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji, Puja was on mute. Uh, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Mataji. Let's start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivo Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayat Ashtaprayeshu Avadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktirivavati Naistike. Thank you, Prabhuji Mataji, for joining to discuss. So, today we are going to discuss Canto 1, Chapter 5 and verse number 21. Tvamatmana atmanam abhai amagृk para parasya param purusam paratmanah kalam ajam prajatam jagat shisyatan shibhyayatan महानुभव महानुभव हृदयदिगानन्यतं त्वामात्मनात्मनः अभयमग्रुपरस्य परस्य पुंसा परमात्मकालम् अजं प्रजातं जगत्सेव्यत् महानुभव बुधयोदिगान्यतम् त्वम् आत्मनम् अभयमग्रुपरस्य पुंसा परमात्मकालम् अजं प्रजातं जगत् शिभाय तन्महानुभव बुधयोति गायन्तम्. If anyone want to recite the verse, please. Okay, we'll go to synonym. Now word by word translation. Tvam, yourself, Atmana, by the own self, Atmanam, the super soul, Abhay, search out, Amogdru, one who has perfect vision, Parasya of the transcend, Purusam, the personality of Godhead, Paramatmanaha, of the Supreme Lord, Kalam, planary part, Ajam, bathless, Prajatam, have taken bath, Jagataha, of the world, Shivaya, for the well-being, that Maha Abhudaya, Maha Anubhavam, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Abhyudaya, pastime, Adiganyatam, describe most vividity. So, translation and purport given by His Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation: your goodness has perfect vision. You yourself can know the superficial personality of Godhead because you are present as the plenary person of the Lord. Although you are birthless, you have appeared on this earth for the well-being of all people. Because please therefore describe the transcendental pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, more vividly. Purport: Sri Vyasadeva is the empowered plenary person, incarnation of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. He descended by his causeless mercy to deliver the fallen souls in the material world. The fallen and forgotten souls are detached from the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The living entities are parts and parcels of Lord, and they are eternally subjects of the Lord. All the Vedic literatures, therefore, are put into systematic order for the benefit of the fallen souls, and it is the duty of the fallen souls to take advantage of such literatures and be freed from the bondage of material existence. Although formally Formerly, Narada Rishi is his spiritual master. Srila Vasudeva is not at all dependent on the spiritual master, because in essence he is the spiritual master of everyone else. But because he is going because he is doing the work of an acharya, he has taught us by his own conduct that one must have a spiritual master, even though he be the God himself. Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Rama, and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all incarnations of God, accepted formal spiritual masters, although by their transcendental nature they were cognizant of all knowledge. In order to direct people in general to the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. So he himself is the incarnation of Vyasadeva in delineating and transcendental pastime of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji Mataji, for joining today's session. Yeah, I'll just give a little bit brief about this chapter, and then we'll go to detailed discussion. This chapter is about the previous chapter. We know, like Srila Narad Muni appeared in the hermitage of Vyasadeva, and then he tried to understand the root cause of his dissatisfaction, even after doing tremendous work like compiling four Vedas, 108 108 Upanishad, then Puranas, 17 Puranas, and then Mahabharata, uh, yeah, sorry, before going to there, we'll do Mangacharan once. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakkhurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Sopadantikam. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. In previous chapter, we understood like the conversation between Srila Narad Muni as well as Srila Vyasadeva, and then Srila Narad Muni identified the root cause of his dissatisfaction after doing all this tremendous work, and then Srila Vyasadeva agreed on that, and then now the instruction of Narad Muni is being given part of this chapter. So far we discussed like so many points initially, and Srila Narad Muni appreciated Srila Vyasadeva doing this tremendous work, compiling all these things, Vedas and Puranas, Upanishads, Itihasa, and then um, Narad Muni is chastising Srila Vyasadeva. Part of in verse number 10, we saw like how Narad Muni is telling to Vyasadeva like if someone the words which are not described the glories of Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. So this then a part of verse number 15, Narad Muni was telling to Srila Vyasadeva, like people in general naturally inclined to enjoy, and you have encouraged them in that way in the name of religion. Because before Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever tremendous work Srila Vyasadeva has done, those were not spotless. Those were having some spot, because though there were glories, of Supreme Lord, like Mahabharata. Without glory, we cannot he cannot write Mahabharata. Similarly, in Vedas, everywhere glories were there, but comparatively, compared to Srimad Bhagavatam, it's not like that. Completely full glories without any spot. Like those are having and the instructions and details about the karmis, gyanis, all those peoples. So not pure devotee. All everything is for pure devotee. Few things are there, as we discussed earlier. Like let's say in a jewelry shop, there are so many valuable jewelries. Let's say diamond is the most precious in that jewelry. So the jewelry shop salesman is promoting gold, silver very loudly, and but a little bit diamond they kept in a corner, not promoting anything much. So it's kind of that. So and nature of the human, because we took millions of life and enjoyed a lot, our senses are open, and then it will always go towards the sense enjoyment. So about the devotee who are already in Suddha Sattva or beyond the goodness, for them it's fine. But who are in the process of acquiring or elevating them from ignorance to goodness, sorry, a passion and then passion to goodness, for them, if they will go get into those scriptures, there is a chance like they may fall down. In one of the purport also, sorry, a verse also, this point Narad Muni mentioned to Srila Vasudev. So then um, where is the thing for completely pure devotee, like which Lord, the glories of Supreme Lord without any other material things like Veda gives the karma kanda and all. So though it is required, because there are 4 lakhs different kinds of human body, so our intents, our need is different. We discussed earlier also. Let's say Dasarath Maharaj, he was need of a child who can rule over the kingdom, and he has to do the putra kamestri again. So if Vasadeva will not mention all those detail in Vedas, then how they will perform this? That is required. But who are beyond that, who don't need they only need the service to the lotus feet of Lord. For them, where is the complete glory of Supreme Lord? Vasudeva is instructing to write that Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this purport, yeah, here part of this part. Um, Now Srila Vasudev is making him understand, like after appreciating and then chastising and then understanding his root cause, now he's making him understood what is the need of Srimad Bhagavatam, and what is the need of glorifying Supreme Lord incomplete without having any other spot like material benefits. I mean, details about how to gain the material benefits. So, which Supreme Lord likes, as well as his pure devotee likes the most. Srila Vasudev is a Satyavasa avatar, as we know. Satyavasa avatar, in the sense we know, like any Satyavasa avatar is empowered for a specific region, for a specific things to be done. So Vasudeva is Satyavasa avatar who was empowered to compile Vedic literature and Puranas. And that includes Srimad Bhagavatam as well. So then Prabhupada is mentioning here, like he came with, he descended by his causeless mercy. So what is the purpose of his appearance is to deliver the fallen soul into the material world. So he came for the purpose of delivering the soul and soul, to guide them in proper way, and he was knowing very well. So in the next age, like the age of Kali, peoples are short-lived, mandavagya, mandabuddhi. and it's very difficult for them to learn all the literature in detail and then and perform their activities in the religious way. So he segregated to make it easy, and came up with all this. And then Srimad Bhagavatam, which is spotless, and this scripture, as we discussed earlier also, a sinful person like Dhundukari, who was not able to get a body, live about human body, not even any other species. So he was struggling without body, being a ghost kind of thing. So he had Srimad Bhagavatam and got liberated by keeping his all mind focus, everything in the lotus feet of Supreme Lord while hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Narad Muni, who himself hearing Lord's pastime from the rishis, Vedantists who were Bhakti Vedantists who were visiting his hermitage during the Chaturmasya, he realized and he got a spiritual body. So how Srila Vasudev can skip that and did so many tremendous work without compiling that Srimad Bhagavatam. And I mean, here Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning the fallen and forgotten souls are detached from the transcendental loving service of Lord. So as we know, we are the part and parcel of Supreme Lord, and our duty is to serve Him. And if we are not knowing His glory, and then can we get engaged, or can we engage our mind completely in His lotus feet and the service? It may not be always possible. So we need to know about His glory. All the Vedic literature, therefore, are put into systematic order. So he already compiled everything very well. And although formally Srila Narad Rishi is his spiritual master, Srila Vasudeva is not at all dependent on a spiritual master, because in essence he is spiritual master of everyone, because he is the incarnation of Supreme Lord. So uh, Veda, I mean, in Bhagavad Gita, Supreme Lord mentioned like Vedesya Sarvam Ahamaiva Vedva. So basically, Veda came from him. So he is knower of everything. So why he need a guru? Why he need a guru? Because in verse number in Bhagavad Gita, in verse number 9.2, Supreme Lord, like Lord Krishna is mentioning, Raja Vidya Rajogiha, Pavitram Idamam Uttamam. So he's saying like all this knowledge, what he's giving to Arjuna, this is Bhagavad Gita, that is the cream of all the Vedic and Vedas and Upanishads, Puranas. So, all this basic knowledge and Bhagavad Gita are the Raja Vidya Rajogiya. That is the king of all education, all Vidya. So to for each and every step of our life, when we born and we started curling, we started walking, all those steps, every step we need someone to guide us and help us, instruct us. So they're none other than guru. Then we started first our parents are guru, then our surrounding, then education institute we went, and for each and every stuffs we need, every things we need to learn in our life, we need a person as a guru. So same way, this is Raja Vidya Raja, king of everyone. Without Guru, how we can learn? So, and in the next verse, in 3.21, Supreme Lord is mentioning, Yadyat Acharati Shrestha Tattad Evedo Janaha. So, here Lord is mentioning like whatever action a great man performs, common man follows it. So, though Srila Vasudev or any incarnation of God, Lord doesn't need any guru, but they are accepting to be a role model to show the general or common mass the Guru Parampara and why we need a Guru. So that is why he accepted Guru also. Narad Muni as Guru, not just Srila Vasudeva. We know all other incarnation like Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Rama, and then Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They also accepted Guru. Like Lord Sri Krishna accepted Sandipani Muni as his Guru, and then uh, within 64 days he became master of all those 64 different wings. If when definitely he is supreme lord, and every all this knowledge came from him, so how much time it will take for him? But he accepted Guru to show the general mass the importance of accepting Guru. So my Lord Sri Rama, initially Vasishtha Muni was his guru, giving Vedic knowledge and how to rule the kingdom. All, and then Vishwamitra Muni, he taught all these, I mean, warfare, all those stuff. So he accepted Guru also. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted Ishwara Puri, and then he accepted as Sannyas Guru. It's like, let's say, we can take an example. Cloud gets water from the ocean or sea, but when it become converts to rain, it also pours water into the ocean. So that's how the thing is. So these knowledge are coming from Supreme Lord himself to Guru. But when he's descending as avatar or incarnation, then he accepting Guru to get that knowledge. It's kind of like cloud is pouring water into the ocean from where it got the knowledge. Sorry, water. So same way we can think through. So then uh, we can like in uh, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been mentioned, like as we discussed, we are part and parcel of Supreme Lord and eternal survivor. So it is mentioned in Madhya Lila, Jivere Swarupa Hai Krishnara Nityadas, Krishna Tatastha Sakti Veda Prakasa. So Jiva is the nature, the eternal nature of Jiva is the Swarupa is to serve Krishna, Nityadas, and we are the Tatastha Shakti. So we are into Maya as well as our actual nature is transcend. Satchid Ananda, like the actual quality of Supreme Lord. So since we are conditioned, we are into Maya, we are Tathastha. So if we are not accepting Guru and getting this knowledge, how to come out of this ocean, Bhavasagar? So it's very difficult to gain our actual character like Satchit Ananda in full and go back to Godhead. So that's where we need a guru, and we need to know the scripture. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless, like it has all the glories of Supreme Lord. As Mataji was mentioning yesterday class, there is no single enviousness in this. We'll get a knowledge from Srimad Bhagavatam examples like if someone did enviousness, what happened to him? But there is no envy, there is no spot, there is no material things mentioned over there. It's full of glories of Supreme Lord. So and we can, as we know, like in Brahma Samhita, so he is the cause of all causes. We can take an example like let's say we are cutting mango through knife. So who is cutting the mango? Is it knife or we? So knife is an instrument, elementary cause or upadana cause, we can say, karana. But who is putting the force and cutting through knife? That is the person. So same way, whatever is happening, so that is uh, through we as instrument. So, but who is conducting? So it's happening through Supreme Lord. So if he's sitting inside our heart as Paramatma, as Narad Muni is mentioning here. So because he's doing the work of Acharya, so here he's meant Vasudeva is not at all dependent on spiritual, because he is the spiritual master of everyone. He is sitting in everyone's heart as Paramatma, like the Supreme Lords. He knows everything. So then, and as we know, like in Bhagavad Gita, Supreme Lord, after mentioning all these yoga system, karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, but he emphasized in chapter 6, the last verse, like 47, he emphasized on bhakti, and bhakti will come after knowing and continuously listening his glories. Otherwise, we cannot surrender to someone without knowing his glory, right? So, though our nature was to know and survive him, but we are now conditioned. Since we are conditioned, we should know that again back, then only that surrenderness will come in fullest. So, for Arjuna to surrender in the Kurukshetra, so Lord has to mention, explain all the 17 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, and at the end, all his doubt, everything got clarified, and he accepted. Then Lord mentioned Sarvadharman Pariteja Mamekam Saranam Braja Aham Tvam Sarva Papevya Mukhyashyami Maso. So then he accepted and surrender completely. So yeah, uh, I think I'll stop here. It's already 7. If there are any questions, we'll discuss. Okay, if there is no question, so last point I'll just mention. As like in Mangala Charan, we are reciting Om Ajnanatimurandasya Jnananjana Salakaya. So, Guru, I mean, Gananjana Salakya Chakra Unmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama. So, Guru puts that ointment in our eye and opens of our eyes and help us to get take us back from ignorance to light, and through the knowledge, and by giving the actual guidance how to serve the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So we need a guru. We need to know about Supreme Lord, and we should regularly listen Srimad Bhagavatam. With that, I'll conclude. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Let's thank His Grace Ajit Prabhuji by saying 3 times Hari Bol for such a nice class in the auspicious morning. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Let's offer our humble prayers to Lord Narasimhadeva for the protection of all the devotees of his Somerset and all over the world. Ukram Veeram Mahavishram Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishram Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityum Namamyaham. Sorry. Ukram Veeram Mahavishram Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityum Namamyaham. Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the humble Vaishnavas who are like the desires. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the Yuga Dharma of this Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा। See you tomorrow in the same time 6:30 a.m. for another wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam session. Hare Krishna.